Dr. Nazia Hussein is a Bangladesh expert from the University of Bristol here in the UK. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. So, given that massive recent political upheaval, how will Professor Yunus restore confidence in the government and in the Bangladeshi economy?
Look, Paul, Dr. Yunus is a Nobel Prize-winning economist, so he has the trust of the international community. He has also been selected by the general population of Bangladesh to lead the interim government. So I think his strength is going to be his credibility, both locally and internationally, and the reservoir of goodwill that he holds, both internationally and nationally.
So trust and credibility, a really solid international reputation. But this is an elderly man, he's 84, and the challenges that Bangladesh faces, significant economic challenges. How do you think he's going to be able to address these, at least in the short term?
Well, in the short run, a few things needs to be challenged immediately, and he has already started doing that if you see current news from Bangladesh. The first of that would be to kind of address the arrests, the killings, and the injuries and sort of violence that has been inflicted on the student community and general population, and to reassure them that opportunities which started with this protest of access to civil rights, civil service jobs, will be available to all equally. Two other things also happened during this protest which has specific economic implications for Bangladesh. The first is the freeze of remittances, which the diasporic community specifically almost intentionally did in order to show their anti-government sentiment. So Professor Yunus would have to address that immediately, and at the same time, the second problem was that a lot of the international buyers of the garment products that Bangladesh heavily relies on started showing their concern about future orders. So Professor Yunus will have to address those orders and those international relations immediately to reassure them that the services that has been promised will be delivered in time.
And we're hearing news today from Sheikh Hasina's son that she's intending to return to Bangladesh when elections are eventually called. Do you think that's likely?
Well, I think Sheikh Hasina will have to be very careful in making her decision whether to return to Bangladesh when an election date is announced. As you can tell from the last 15 days to actually several years, there is very deep disappointment with the Awami League government, so not just Sheikh Hasina but her political party in general. And the fact that she had to not only resign but also flee the country clearly means that she was also aware of the sort of sentiments, very disappointing sentiments that are held by the general population of Bangladesh against her. So any decision whether to stand on election by herself will have to be very well thought of. However, that's not to say that someone else from the Awami League party is not welcome or is not able to stand for elections.
All right, well, thank you very much indeed, Dr. Nazia Hussein from the University of Bristol, for sharing your thoughts today. We really appreciate it. Thank you.